From blank page to published post. In the previous lesson, you started a consulting service. Now, you've built a website for it, and you need a blog post that would show expertise, attract the right leads, and rank well in search. The topic is clear. How to know when your sales process needs restructuring. But sitting at your keyboard, you face the classic issue. How do you organize all your insights without spending hours staring at a blank page? The long-form content challenge. Long-form content, like blog posts and website content, works differently from emails or social posts. With short content, you can often write your way into clarity. With long formats, that approach usually gets messy fast. Most people start writing and hope the structure emerges naturally, and it rarely does. What makes writing long-form blog content particularly challenging? Select all that apply. Organizing ideas into a logical flow before writing. Finding enough words to fill the required length. Maintaining focus and clarity across 1,000+ words. Knowing which points to include and which to skip. This is where Jasper's approach to long-form content becomes powerful. Structure first, then write. Start with chat. It will help you map out your post structure before writing a single paragraph. See what happened? Instead of brainstorming for hours, you now have a clear roadmap, 4 main sections, logical flow, and specific points to cover. This outline can become your writing blueprint. Now that you have a structure, it's time to turn this outline into actual content. For this purpose, you can use the blog post template and paste your outline as context. After that, Jasper will expand each section into full paragraphs while maintaining the structure you created. You'll still edit and add details, but you're reviewing a draft instead of inventing the entire sequence from scratch. Great! You now have a complete first section with clear, specific warning signs. Just like that, you can repeat the same approach for the other sections to build a full first draft much faster than writing from scratch. But why do you think creating an outline first makes writing the full post easier? Outlines make AI write higher quality content automatically. Blog post template can't work without an outline being created first. The outline provided a structure, so Jasper knew what to cover and in what order. Creating outlines is just standard practice in professional writing. Cool. You now have your blog post with a solid structure and clear points. But, reading through it, you notice that section 2 doesn't go deep enough to really convince readers. That's a normal thing in long-form writing. Time to refine. This is where Jasper Chat becomes useful. Unlike templates that generate complete pieces, Chat helps you iterate and improve specific sections. So, you copy the thin section and open Jasper Chat. Great. Chat took your basic point and expanded it with concrete examples and specific impacts. The section is now much more convincing. This is how templates and chat work together. Templates create structure. Chat refines details. After using templates and chat to create your blog post, what do you think is the final step before publishing? Review and edit the content yourself, where needed. Run it through chat one more time to make it perfect. Ask Jasper to fact-check everything in the post. Structure first content creation. Here's the complete workflow for blog and website content. 1. Outline first. Use the chat to map the structure. 2. Draft from structure. Use the blog post template to generate the full draft. 3. Refine with chat. Expand weak sections, adjust tone, improve clarity. 4. Iterate selectively. Change what needs work. Keep what works. Templates handle creation. Chat handles improvement. You make final adjustments. Well done. You've learned how to create a structured blog post without getting stuck at the blank page stage. Remember, this workflow works for any long-form content, service pages, case studies, resource guides, or thought leadership posts. So, keep it in mind for the future. Next, you'll learn how to use Jasper for email marketing, promotional emails, newsletters, and campaigns that drive action. Let's continue. Email marketing. That converts. Email is still one of the best sales channels. You've learned how to create a structured blog post without getting stuck at the blank page stage. We've already touched on this type of marketing. Now, you'll take a deep dive. Let's start. The Email Marketing Challenge. Imagine you run a small online business, selling handmade leather goods. You have a growing email list of past customers and interested subscribers. Email marketing isn't just sending messages to a list. Different situations require different types of emails, and each needs to sound natural while driving specific actions. What makes email marketing particularly challenging for small businesses? Finding clever subject lines that no one has used before, writing different email types without sounding repetitive, maintaining a consistent brand voice across all emails, creating sequences of related emails that work together. For example, a promotional email announcing a new product collection is supposed to be completely different from a follow-up to a customer who abandoned their cart. Yet, both need to feel like they came from your business. Jasper handles this through specialized email templates for different purposes and brand voice to keep everything sounding like you. Let's start with a common scenario: announcing a new product collection to your email list. You open Jasper's promotional email template. It is designed specifically for sales-focused emails: strong opening, clear value, specific offer, obvious next step. Let's see it in action. Looking at the email, what makes it effective for promotion? It uses creative language that stands out in the inbox. It provides every detail about the manufacturing process. It has one clear goal and one specific action for the reader. It focuses on features rather than overwhelming with benefits. Also, notice the structure. Hook, specific product details, a scarcity element, clear next step. The promotional email template handled this framework automatically. You provide the details. It provides the structure. Now, let's say a customer purchased from you 6 months ago, but hasn't been back. You want to re-engage them without being pushy. This requires a different email type. The follow-up email template. What's the main difference between the promotional email and the follow-up email you just created? Promotional was direct and sales-focused. Follow-up was personal and relationship-focused. Promotional had more details, while follow-up was shorter. Follow-up used better subject line strategies than promotional. The consistency challenge. A real email strategy usually includes more than just 2 email types. And, even when the purpose changes, your emails should still sound like they come from the same business. What helps keep all these emails sounding like the same brand? Brand voice settings. Using one template for every email type. Writing shorter emails consistently. Copying the same greeting in every email. You can set brand voice in the Jasper IQ space. You define it once, your tone, style, and approach, and it applies across all content you create. Perfect. Now, every email Jasper creates will maintain this voice, whether it's promotional, follow-up, or care instruction content. Great work! You now know how to create different email types, maintain a consistent voice, and organize campaigns that support a clear goal. Email marketing system. Here's how Jasper's email tools work together. Brand voice. Set it to maintain a consistent tone across all emails. Templates. Use the right structure for each purpose. Promotional, follow-up, welcome. Remember, effective emails have one goal, one action, and sound like you. This approach turns email marketing from random messages into a strategic system. Jasper handles the writing, you provide the strategy. Next, you'll explore using Jasper for creating ads and short-form copy, headlines, ad text, and variations that drive clicks. See you in the next lesson. Email marketing that converts. Email marketing that converts. Email is still one of the best sales channels. Articulating value clearly. A launch can fail for a surprisingly simple reason. People don't understand what you're offering fast enough. Here, you'll learn how to use Jasper Chat to articulate value in ways that make people instantly understand your offer. What it is, who it's for, and why it matters. Why value is hard to articulate. Most people struggle to explain their products clearly. They either list features, like 4-week course with video lessons, or resort to buzzwords, like game-changing transformation. Neither approach works. What makes a value statement particularly challenging? Confusing features with benefits. Using vague language that sounds impressive, but says nothing. Explaining what you built, instead of what the customer gets. So, a clear value statement should answer these 3 questions for the customer. What is it? Who needs it? What problem does it solve? Features versus benefits. Features describe what your product is. Benefits explain what your customer gets. Example. Feature. 4-week online course. Benefit. Learn practical frameworks you'll use immediately. Let's practice with a concrete scenario. You're launching a project management course for non-PMs. People who run projects but lack formal training. We'll use Jasper to translate a feature into a customer-focused benefit. Why do benefits resonate more than features? Benefits explain the outcome customers care about. Benefits use more emotional language than features. Features are too technical for most audiences. Benefits make products sound more premium. Good. Starting with the problem. Clear value usually starts with the customer's problem, the situation they recognize instantly, not comprehensive project management training. Instead, you run projects but have no formal PM training. Here's what you need, and it shows up in your timelines. Let's practice identifying the real problem your product solves. Excellent. This problem statement is specific enough that your target audience immediately recognizes themselves in it. Now, let's pair that problem with your solution to create a complete value statement. What do you think makes this problem solution pairing effective? The problem is specific enough that the right audience recognizes it immediately. Emotional language creates urgency, which will result in more sales. The solution mentions specific course features, like video count. It appeals to everyone who works on projects. The hype problem. When people struggle to articulate value clearly, they often compensate with impressive words: revolutionary, game-changing, cutting edge. Without specifics, those words sound empty. So, let's practice replacing hype with concrete value. What's the key difference between the before and after versions? The before version is too short to be effective, and the after version uses more professional language. The after version targets a different audience. The after version specifies what you learn and the time saved. Value articulation. Mastered. You've learned how to articulate what you're offering in ways that make people instantly understand its value. This skill applies to every product launch, service offering, or marketing message you create. Value articulation framework. Here are the takeaways on how to articulate value clearly. 1. Start with the problem. Name the specific challenge your customer faces. 2. Translate features into benefits. Focus on what they get, not what you built. 3. Be specific, not hypey. Concrete outcomes beat big adjectives. 4. Test for clarity. If it needs explanation, it's not clear enough. Clear value beats clever language. Next, you'll explore how to use Jasper for brand building, creating consistent, personality-driven content that establishes your voice across platforms. Get ready to develop your brand effectively. Building your brand with consistency. Brand isn't built on one viral post or perfect bio. It requires the slower way: consistent voice, repeated positioning, and clear values communicated across everything you publish. So, in this lesson, you'll learn how Jasper's brand tools help you keep your voice and positioning steady. What is brand building? Brand building is how you communicate your voice, positioning, and values across all platforms and content types consistently. What do you think makes maintaining a consistent brand voice particularly challenging? Writing for different platforms can make you unconsciously shift tone. Sometimes, creating content regularly results in repeating yourself, needing to sound unique compared to everyone else. Keeping your positioning and values in mind every time you write. Strong brands feel recognizable everywhere. Weak brands feel scattered, formal on one platform, overly casual on another, and inconsistent in what they stand for. Jasper can handle this through 3 tools. Brand Voice Knowledge Base Chat. Let's go through each one. Before we elaborate, what do you think is the difference between brand voice and knowledge base? Brand voice is for social media. Knowledge base is for websites. Brand voice is optional. Knowledge base is required. They do the same thing but in different sections. Brand voice controls tone. Knowledge base stores your expertise and positioning. Brand voice. You've already seen brand voice earlier. It defines how your business or personal brand communicates, not what you say, but how you say it. Example: formal. I assist clients with strategic marketing initiatives. Conversational. I help businesses figure out what marketing actually works. Same service, different voice. Imagine you're a freelance product designer, building your personal brand. You want your content to sound direct, practical, and problem-focused. Let's set that up. Excellent. Now, every piece of content Jasper creates will maintain this voice, whether it's a LinkedIn post, portfolio description, or newsletter. Knowledge base. Brand voice controls how you communicate. Knowledge base handles what you communicate, your positioning, expertise, and values. It can also be set up in the Jasper IQ section. You can add knowledge in 3 ways: by pasting text, uploading files, or adding links. Once it's in place, Jasper consistently stores facts about your expertise and can pull from it when generating content. Great! Now, Jasper has your brand foundation stored. Every piece of content will consistently reference this expertise and positioning. Creating brand-aligned content. With brand voice and knowledge base being set, you can create content that's consistent, both in tone and positioning. Let's see how they work together on the example of a LinkedIn post about a recent project. See? This post reflects your brand voice, direct and practical, and references your knowledge base, B2B SaaS expertise, complex interfaces, usability focus. This is the value of combining both tools. Your content sounds like you, and it reinforces what you want to be known for. Brand building system. Here's the full workflow of building a consistent brand with Jasper. 1. Brand voice. Define tone and communication style. 2. Knowledge base. Store expertise, positioning, and values. 3. Create consistently. Use chat to generate brand-aligned content. 4. Repeat core messages. Brand builds through consistent positioning. Jasper scales your voice. The judgment and personality are yours. Brand building mastered. You've learned how to use brand voice and knowledge base to maintain consistent positioning across all content types. Remember, brands are built through showing up consistently with a clear voice and values. In the final lesson, you'll learn how to integrate Jasper with other tools in your marketing workflow so it fits naturally into what you already use. Let's finish strong. Jasper in your marketing workflow. Jasper is strong at marketing content, especially when you need structure, brand consistency, and repeatable formats. However, it's not an all-in-one platform, which is sometimes limiting. In this final lesson, you'll learn how to combine Jasper with other AI tools to create a workflow where each tool handles what it does best. Understanding your AI toolkit. The common issue with AI tools is that people use them inconsistently. They try Jasper for one task, switch to ChatGPT for another, then wonder why their results feel scattered. What makes using multiple AI tools effectively particularly challenging? Not knowing which tool is best for which type of task, losing context when switching between different AI tools, creating inconsistent outputs across different platforms, having too many subscription costs to manage. So, the solution to the problem is not forcing one tool to do everything. Rather, it's understanding which tool handles which tasks best. Then, building a workflow that combines them strategically. Let's see how different AI tools complement one another in a marketing workflow. We'll focus on Jasper as the marketing content system and Gemini as the general-purpose AI assistant. Why use two tools instead of just one for this entire workflow? Gemini excels at research and exploration. Jasper excels at structured marketing content. Using multiple tools makes you more professional. Each tool requires practice, so you should use both equally. One tool can't handle both research and content creation. Tool roles in your workflow. Understanding the strengths of each AI tool helps you use the right one for the right task. Jasper, marketing content creation, with templates, brand consistency, and reusable structure. Gemini, research, exploration, learning new topics, brainstorming, and general questions. For example, imagine you need to research competitor pricing strategies before creating marketing copy. In this situation, which tool should you use first? Gemini for research, then Jasper. Jasper for both research and content creation. Gemini for everything, since it can do both tasks. Neither. Do the research manually first. Let's say you're launching a new online course and need marketing materials. This scenario is good to see how Jasper and Gemini work together. Perfect. Gemini helped you understand your market positioning. Now, you have clear insight into what makes your course different. With this information, you can start working with Jasper. But what should you do first? Great. Now, let's say you've set the brand voice and knowledge base. Your next step is to use Jasper's product description template to create course copy. See the connection? Gemini helped you clarify the landscape, customer pain points, competitor gaps, and positioning. Jasper transformed that insight into structured marketing copy with proper positioning. Another integration: Gemini's Nano Banana. Often, you also need visuals for your campaign, a social post image, a blog header, or a concept mockup. Gemini's Nano Banana can help you with that. It's an image generation tool within Gemini that generates AI images from text descriptions. To start working with it, open Gemini and click on the Create Image mode. Use an image generator when you need visual assets, like social media images, blog post headers, concept mockups, and so on. This is how tool integration works in practice. While Jasper handles the marketing copy, Gemini creates the visual assets for your launch. Both work together to support your campaign message. Workflow mastery. You've learned how to combine different AI tools strategically, using each for what it excels at, rather than forcing one tool to do everything. Multi-tool workflow. Here's how to combine AI tools effectively. 1. Research and exploration. Use Gemini for market research, competitor analysis, and customer psychology. 2. Content creation. Use Jasper for structured marketing materials, with templates and brand voice. 3. Quick tasks. Use Gemini Nano for instant help while working. 4. Maintain consistency. Keep all final marketing content in Jasper to ensure brand alignment. This approach gives you the research depth of general AI tools, with the marketing structure and consistency of Jasper. Congratulations on completing the Jasper AI Guide. You now have a complete system for creating professional marketing content efficiently, consistently, and strategically. Now, put it all into practice and create something great.